Шокобекас, комбекас. Ой. Ой. Это всегда здесь было? Что-то мне кажется, что нет. Так, ну что, возвращаемся к нашим заданиям. Что надо сделать? Кстати. Я там купил себе новых этих столов. Надо протестить. А, не пускает меня скотина. Давайте тут поставим где-нибудь. Так, большие горшки, оно. А, не могу ставить. Здорово.
Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Не могу выбить. Так, надо, наверное, разрушить. Водоросли где можно купить? Семена водорослей можно приобрести в магазине «Волшебная брюква». А что если у меня уже куплен этот рецепт? Что если у меня уже куплен этот рецепт? Ля, гений, гений, конечно. Я думаю, этих растений у меня уже и так до хрена. Наверное, их снять надо, поставить другие.
You should be proud of all the...
Так, что еще есть? Место для нарезки. Что такое место для нарезки? Узнать бы. А, ну это по аналогии получается с этой штукой, да? С горшками. Не хватает лунных камней. Так, короче, надо тогда убрать. Они ничего не варят, да?
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
Так, давайте отсюда уберем. Мне надо еще большую поставить, я понимаю. Блин, не хватает. Так. Надо еще средний горшок купить будет.
Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Блин, маленькую еще, наверное, уберу отсюда. Так, что еще можно выращивать? Бадьян, сладкая мальва. Так, стоп. Так, водоросли. Короче, я гений, оказывается. В скобочках тупой. Тут, оказывается, разного размера есть клумбы. И в зависимости от размера клумбы можно выбрать разные растения. Вот. Здорово? Здорово. О. Освещение поставить, наверное, тут темно. А, нет, сойдет.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Что прилег здесь? Шнюк. Кирилл, что ли?
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer
Ну
that.
ты быдло.
Of course you're not.
Быдло,
No one
быдло.
seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
Какая интересная личность.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
if you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy. My older brother used to terrorize me with a
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Погнали, погнали.
Now, Annabelle, it was a long time ago. It's so long.
Че тут делаешь?
Put those out for Merlin's sake. Taking care of yourself, I hope.
Так, а мне депульсу надо, да? Это не десен, это вот депульса.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Glad to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Ну, сдается мне, надо подвинуть. А, блин. Надо еще изменить тогда нижний скилл. Что такое? Как он называется? Вот так он называется. И вместо треугольничка надо еще другой скилл сделать. Вместо треугольничка надо вот этот. Что? Меня убило, что ли? Что-то было, меня убило? Типа этими кубами? Кубами ярости?
I see. A switch reset everything.
О, прикольно.
That chest, that wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Накидка Иорданы. Так, наверное, сойдет.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Нет, я себя убил. Боже мой. Чем я это сделал? Хотел депульса сделать, а вместо этого потянул на себя.
Accio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Depulso.
Понял. Как надо ресетнуть. Что? Так, а где притянуть? Я притянуть хотел, ё-моё. А, можно тут бегать. И подняться можно, если что. Блин, здорово.
Accio. Arresto momentum.
А, они смещены относительно друг друга? Получается так. Короче, надо ресетнуть опять. Тоже мне подняться.
Protego! Accio! Depulso!
Так, теперь надо отсюда подтянуть.
Protego! Accio!
М.
Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Accio!
А, Блин, все-таки потянуть надо, да?
Accio!
Когда вот он это делает?
Depulso! Accio!
Оу. Когда он это делает, он не может остановить?
Depulso! Arresto momentum! Accio! Arresto momentum! Depulso! Accio!
Ну, ладно, попробуем здесь тогда сдвинуть. Выбора-то не особо много. Нет, я, видимо, что-то не понимаю. А если здесь зачем-то... Вот это пространство зачем дано?
Depulso! Accio!
Его тоже можно использовать, да, если что?
Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
А, А я могу разбивать их, наверное. Ё-моё, сейчас посмотрим.
Accio!
Не. Оказалось.
Depulso! Arresto momentum! Accio! Arresto momentum! Depulso! Accio! Arresto momentum! Accio! Arresto momentum!
Не работает на нее реста моментум.
Depulso! Accio! Depulso!
Это, видишь, мать. Не, ну походу начальная затея была нормальная, только я не понял там, что дальше делать. Вот это. Возможно, мне вот сюда надо как-то ее загнать. Ёпта мать. Нет! Как не делая этого, можно пролететь туда. А зачем мне туда идти? Смысла-то нет никакого. Зачем этим заниматься? Короче, это рестарт. Поехали. Я могу, находясь на этой
Смотри,
штуке?
тебе нужно сначала их провести на ту сторону.
На ту сторону? Ну, а тут на той стороне, допустим.
А
Если-
потом упереть в камень с шариком и сдвинуть на противоположную.
Упереть в камень с шариком.
Тогда они встанут на блок от стены.
Вот так ты имеешь в виду?
Да,
Вот так, и чё? И сюда?
а теперь налево.
А налево не может. Видишь, он встал там.
Ну ты хотел сюда. Попробуй.
Он меня не заберет. Ну вот оно у меня сейчас здесь находится, да? Я могу на него на ходу перепрыгнуть или так не работает?
Хозяин.
Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor.
Ну вот это похоже на правду. Не, я понял, короче. Я понял. эта штука, это получается... блин, нет, я не смогу толкнуть в другую сторону. Ужасно. Или смогу?
Ток, похоже, тебе надо сначала на островке остаться.
Да, да. Похоже, что надо на островке остаться сначала. Я уже забыл, как я это делал. Прибил себя сам. Да кнопки неудобные. Я себе придумал неудобные кнопки. А я не помню в прошлый раз, как я делал-то, ёбнешься.
А потом упереть в камень с шариком и сдвинуть на противоположную.
Я понял. Короче, да. Вот так, вот так. Теперь надо толкнуть то сюда вот. С этими кнопками путаюсь постоянно. Теперь надо влево. Вот так. А теперь я не смогу вывести ее сюда, потому что здесь штука загораживает. Я попался в ловушку Джокера. А, может быть и нет. Сейчас сделаю. Надо ее вытолкнуть. Чё? А, наверное, с той стороны подтянуть. И здесь уже двигать. Так, теперь нам надо что сделать? А, блин, я не смогу ее влево сдвинуть. Как ее сдвинуть теперь? Я хочу ее притянуть вон туда, чтобы вот опять вот так вот сделать и вот сюда ее вывести. Но у меня не получится. Но я должен быть там, я должен там находиться. То есть я должен вот эту грань туда сдвинуть. Как это возможно? Что, шутка?
Обнови.
Ой.
Когда на острове. Когда ты на острове, обнови поле.
Действительно. А так можно делать, интересно? Да, так же можно делать, бля. Я забыл про эту штуку, что я-то свое положение не меняю относительно этой штуки. Все понятно. Все понятно. А что я делаю? Что за херню я сделал? Вот так. Вот и все. Сырым. Точняк. Это ключ к пониманию.
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herod. This must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Сложная загадка, сложная.
Oh, Hogsmeade owes you a great debt.
Там варят, что ли? Казалось.
Italians and a historian's uniform.
Find the girls.
Yepwards.
I try to imagine the great witch.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found
Incredible!
Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Пора выполнить квестик вот этот.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Так, тут я тоже все забрал? Да. Так, и что надо сделать? Разбудите 3 боевых растения, одновременно испытайте их в изделие. Так, а у меня сейчас что есть из этого всего? Ё-моё. Блин. Ну надо все купить, это будет. Сколько у меня денег? Непонятно. Хватит ли мне на все это или нет? Но вообще как будто хватит. Вообще как будто хватит.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Налево сразу.
Sold that last clip. Hello, be with you in a bit.
Он-то не продает.
No one can say I don't keep a stack shelf.
Я еще знаю, где может быть. Почему здесь нет ни одного этого? Мне полигон переноситься, потому что тут запрещено летать. Где я сейчас треснусь, там только шмотки продают, я помню.
Place right out of a storybook.
Quite the flyer.
Блин, ни хреновые такие задания дают.
See if there's something you need.
600, одна штучка.
Thank you for your patronage.
Капец. Ну, я хотя бы все купил. У меня вроде все есть.
That's been a pleasure.
Получается так.
Pleased to see Aaron has his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will think.
Я знаю, где можно потестировать. Здесь вот. Там гаврики были.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Pity, not quite. Vicious plants! You can't stop me. Utterly pitiful display. That was unimpressive.
Confringo, Nintendo, Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio.
Так, я понял.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
4600, ни хрена дэмэджа.
Revelio.
Алло, это жестко? Да, это жестко. Так, все, надо возвращаться обратно. Так, сколько метров до нее идти? 273, что-то не то. Что-то не то.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Perhaps a hybrid. Bouncing.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
Я обосрался.
Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please?
Так что, попробуем флипендо? Флипендо.
Look at that. You're a natural.
Он дэмэдж, я так понимаю, не наносит вообще, да?
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps later.
Not to worry. I'll be here if you'd like to talk. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. The greenhouse.
Revelio.
Так, ну что? Блин, мне надо купить тут, и куча еще всяких появилась. Купить новое совершенствование. Нет денег. Это что такое? Магический рецепт. Похоже на хорошее задание какое-то. Деньги дадут.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
He'll see it was a mistake parting with...
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Грандиозную кражу растений, да, погнали?
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Да я все заберу, все, что будет.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula.
А, блин.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
Блин, я его смогу его вырубить, он не вырубается. Ну и хер с тобой.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Where is that venomous tentacular? Confringo, places, Mendo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo, places. Confringo, places. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacier. Confringo.
Ой, зачем я его убил? Уже слабенький был.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
На халяву еще капусты насыпали. Как здесь забраться? Идем дальше.
Now that I have the venomous tentacular, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Чё?
Hello, Hamora.
Куда он делся?
Completed that.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
О, 500 голды дали, нормально. Лучше, чем ничего.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Ну, все еще летать нельзя.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to... Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet.
Да, понимаю.
You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
I I should investigate. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle.
Isn't Dora Treadwell?
Ну твою мать.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Look around. See about the Hallclump's hammer box of letters. That's all the Hallclumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Так, стоп.
Lumos. Confringo! Either I'll have to fight that troll.
До 8 левела, понимаю.
Incendio! Nervioso! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Glacius!
Здорово.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Defendo!
Наверное, сначала замораживать, потом бросать в него.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! You'd think they felt that in London. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this.
Не понял. Коробка с письмами надо взять? Я что, не взял?
Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Confringo! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Revelio.
Ну, а вот, наверное, эта коробка и была.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Поторопился и вышел рано.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like that. Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
О! А я понял.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Надо купить улучшение.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Off to the races, then.
Блин, гонки, что-то не особо мне хочется на гонках участвовать. Пошел с Себастьяном встречусь. Наконец-то. Ты ж как Себастьян далеко.
Wonder who lives here.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Что с ней происходит?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Expelliarmus. Dead wizard. Such arrogance. Who do you think you are? I know How childish.
Ай-яй-яй.
He's coming back this way. Expelliarmus. I won't rest. Dead.
Glacius. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
You've made your last mistake. You look tired.
Так.
One less human to wait it out. How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Ай-яй.
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Me?
Expelliarmus.
Not quite.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Revelio.
I tried to warn you.
Что их нахера тут было? С какого-то лысого. Да, надо восстановить.
Reparo. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Revelio.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Confringo! Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here.
Revelio.
Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Confringo.
Ей, ей.
Expelliarmus! Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio. Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. A journal entry of Isadora. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Accio! Confringo! You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ничего не понятно, но очень интересно.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Наверное, надо сюда перенестись будет. Закрафчить, наверное, чуть надо.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbatten Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Так, давай посмотрим. Как они в одно и то же скрафтили? Как это вообще возможно? Блин, нападение существенно увеличивается.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Что надо? Сок пиявки? Тут что надо? Пиявки сок. Мне кажется, можно их по 12 таскать, да, всего? Так. Что-то надо сделать-то, я забыл. Извиняюсь. Так, тут КД тут не пошло, КД вот тут не пошло еще, да? Ля. И что, со всех уже все собрал? Что быстро. Да блин, не то нажал. Так, а чё, где черт пушистый? Он же был где-то. Вон он. Так, надо собрать все.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Так. Блин, жестко. Получается, ничего толком не могу прокачать. Нападение 46. Это просто кайф. Ладно, пойдем по квесту.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Достаньте свои телескопы. Ну, поняли, какие телескопы. Тек.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands, from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find...
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be.
Блин, насколько ниже надо спускаться?
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Ну, раз не пожалею.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then. A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as... Confringo! Poor cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. Never do.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Cruciatus? Что такое нет?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Mine now, then, you guys. Revelio.
Выглядит очень вкусно.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Блин, очень хотелось Круцу выучить. Сейчас, кстати, посмотрим. Может быть, там был какой-то другой вариант диалога. Конкурентов, это что такое?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Grimgotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Смысл тогда я не говорил в самом начале, что он просто все, блядь, без выбора рассказывает.
But I can see traces of it. And
В чем прикол?
Magic I can't otherwise explain. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Не рассказала, спасибо.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later.
Да я тебе не верю. Не хочу с тобой идти. Но у меня нет выбора.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
А что ты меня подсадила? Ты где?
I wonder what that does.
Convulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Да какого хера? Верни навык.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Надо поднять ее. Только я не помню, какой кнопкой я это делал. Вот это, наверное.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
И совсем не слышно было, конечно же.
Dead end. Must be another one. That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Levioso. Also. Arresto momentum. Accio. Revelio. Depulso. Arresto momentum.
Ну чё ты не проходишь?
Incendio. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Depulso. Arresto momentum.
А, его должен был вытащить, эту херню. Я понял.
Depulso. Arresto momentum.
Блять.
Accio. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio.
Это что, бред какой-то? Так, короче, переназначаю кнопки. Не смешно. Не, лучше так, наверное. Бля.
Descendo. Depulso. Arresto momentum.
Почему не получается это сделать? Чего не хочет это делать?
Depulso. Arresto momentum. Descendo. Accio. Depulso. Presto momentum. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up.
Наконец-то. С миллиардной попытки у меня получилось.
I will get the door.
Так, а что у меня было здесь до этого справа? Кто помнит? Это, наверное, штука.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Revelio. Repulsor. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
Так, ну что? До свидания. Почему у меня здесь не притяжение?
Presto momentum. Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Prodigo. Confringo. Incendia. Glacius. Alohomora.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Revelio.
Блин, стучок не взломать. И что поделать? Кто такой?
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Defendo. No! Alohomora.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
You let things catch your eye too easily, my friend. You need to watch for the birds you're set out for. Don't follow the feathers many mere pigeon that crosses your path. Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Levioso!
Defender!
Would you like me to put you down?
Здорово.
Revelio. Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
Так, что мне делать? У меня нет 4-го этого. Значит, просто так сумку пихаю.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Что такое было? Казалось.
Confringo. Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, more.
Hurry.
Ho, ho!
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run. Past the High Wing.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Highwing, go!
Так, наступно новое задание. Так. На почту мне как пришла.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Надо попробовать продать, короче. Так и не сделал этого. Вот здесь вот.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Как вернуть? А, переместить в инвентарь, понял. Ну, короче, я думаю... Так, нюклера возьмем.
Everything's all right now.
Что за хрень? Не могу это сделать пока. Ударил случайно. Так, я не то сделал.
Accio! Revelio!
Нюхлер, давай. Так. Так, ну вроде со всех собрал, нет, зато не собрал. Где?
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment. Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you...
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that, Deke has had a thought. He...
Это что такое?
Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Ой.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Ну ладно. Так, с тобой надо тоже что-то сделать. Так, все, сваливаю. Живи бородавки. Перов Вупера.
Deke has marked the area on your map.
5 заполнено, да что такое?
Revelio.
Так, я хотел продать.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracalls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say.
Так, что мне еще надо было? Самое дорогое это получается вот это. Волосы фистрала, единорога. И гиппогрифа.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Так, стек. А можно сделать интересную вещь? Так, а где?
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide.
Очень жаль. Очень жаль. Но оказывается, не так уж и дорого покупают этих тварей. По 120 или 150 было, да? 300 баксов получается. Заблатили меня. Шесть 18, 618. Жабьи бородавки надо еще купить.
Revelio.
Так, ну что, пожалуй, последний квестик сделаю. Какой-нибудь большой. Пойду спать. Сейчас уже поздний. Так, задание. Себастьяна, получается, побазарим.
That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens. This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't...
Revelio! Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Confringo!
That brazier went out on its own. I wonder if it's a clue.
Revelio!
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Confringo!
Someone was actually listening.
I do that. Occasionally. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know.
You knew? Didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
Так, где рестор? Рестор, и что еще? Наверное, это пригодится.
Reparo.
There may be something the rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us?
Never mind.
Lumos.
There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Lumos. Confringo! The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
И что, у меня хп не будет регениться? Погоди.
There's bound to be a match to the symbols.
Lumos.
А, ну вот, наверное, кулешочек и бесконечность.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Не успела меня ударить.
Promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Revelio.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Так, какой-то кружочек и треугольник, да? Кружочек с палочками, треугольник.
Lumos.
Confringo. Another, not the welcoming sort, was he?
Где?
Every dial seems to be getting more difficult, but we've made it this far. Don't give up.
I imagine the speeds vary and symbols differ for every dial.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Чё-то ни хера не понял.
Lumos.
Кругляшочек. И чё еще? Это буква М или что это? Что за херня?
It seems the dial moves faster than before. Perhaps check you're matching the correct symbols.
Вот, наконец-то.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling. The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous,
Lumos.
I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Так, это что такое? Это крестик, треугольник, крестик, квадратик, кружочек.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Погодьте, погодьте, тоже хочу смотреть, что там в этой книжке находится.
Revelio.
Еще что-то лежит.
Confringo, Glacius, Defendo.
Я не могу его юзать.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking. I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Что, пойдем попробуем? Очень хочется попробовать. Где-нибудь. Например, вот здесь.
This looks intriguing.
Оно не работает. Только на врагов, да. Хотя давайте откроем ту локацию, которая новенькая.
Confringo.
Oh, you think you're so...
You only have Maggot to blame. Revelio.
Сколько у меня слотов занято? Как понять? Двадцать из 28.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
Давайте еще кое-то помесим.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Confringo. Eight legs is simply too many. Why is this door locked? Confringo! The first piece of the puzzle. Must be something around here I can climb on. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Accio! Lumos. One down, 2 to go. Success. In theory, what are they protecting? Confringo! Places! Defender! Crucio! Places! Confringo! Places! Revelio.
Так и что? И зачем я сюда пришел?
Protego. Confringo. Defendo. Places. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Compulso. Descendo. Flipendo. Confringo. Confringo.
Вообще похоже на то, что прохода нет. Так, ну я вроде левел апнул. О, клево. Тогда надо вот это еще прокачивать. Блин, тут уже нападение круче. На десятку. Защита на 4 больше. Не, ладно, вернем. Там же накопление у меня энергии идет. А вот шарфик можно нормально сделать. Принять атака до 15 больше. Защита меньше на 12.
Шок, ты все играешь.
Да, ну я жопу. Хотелось просто
Рил
посмотреть, что там
марафонный
такое.
стример.
Открыл карту, видишь. Интересно же, что-то такое. Тут такой. Вот это мой противник, да? Так.
Это не рикошетят от него. Или что?
Такое ощущение, что можно бесконечно эту хуйню кидать внутри.
Фига там долбя.
Охренеть. Ты видел? Это что за дичь?
Долби атмос. Заставка.
Блин, он нормально его размесил. Оказывается, с 2 зельями можно бесконечно делать. То есть пока анимация идет у скилла, у Круцева. Можно размотку устраивать. А чё он охранял-то?
Revelio.
Ничего получается? Здорово. Так, ну все, я полетел.
Goodness. What a party to attend by myself.
Ну все, тут сохранюсь, пожалуй, тогда. Всё. Закругляюсь. Реально уже очень долго стримлю. Так, а тут можно сохранить игру? Ага. Ладно, Даня, спасибо, что зашел, проведал. Я живой. После стольких часов стрима я живой.
Давай, ББ.
Давай, ББ.
Удачи.
Давайте тоже. Спокойной ночи.